Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing partly cloudy conditions continue out there this morning. Seeing those winds out of the east-northeast, 9 to 10 miles per hour. Peak wind around 14 miles per hour over the last hour. And seeing our temperature climb up to around 70 degrees. Overall, should see a dry weather day ahead. Today we'll continue with the pattern of onshore breeze as we move through the next couple of days. And we'll see a few low end light rain chances as we go over the next couple days as well. If we take a look at our current surface analysis, looking at a disturbance off to the west-northwest that's tracking east-northeast towards the region and just north of the region. That's going to be bringing us a low-end chance of some precip as we go into the early morning hours of tomorrow and possibly the first part of the day, but helping to reduce some of our precip chances is this area of high pressure well off to the northeast and the periphery of that kind of coming down into the local area. So that's going to try to erode away at some of those rain chances as they approach the region. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, had some northeasterly winds near the surface, becoming more northwesterly as we go up through the column, and becoming more west-northwesterly as we get up in the upper levels, seeing our peak wind today of 31 knots at 12,000 feet, and our freezing levels at 13,800 feet. If we look at our current visible satellite here, we can see lots of cloud cover moving into the local area. We do expect a gradually increase in the clouds as we move through the day today, becoming mostly cloudy. It's overcast as we go into the evening time frame. If we bring up the composite radar here, we can see we do have some showers well off to the northwest, expecting that activity to track north of the local area, and anything that does approach the local area will likely dissipate as it approaches. So looking dry as we move through the day today. If we look at the high-res model, see how things play out over the next 48 hours. Again, expecting dry conditions moving through the day today. And going into the overnight time frame, we'll see a slight chance, a very slight chance becoming a slight chance as we go into the morning hours on Tuesday. Maybe an isolated light rain or maybe light rain shower as we move through the early morning hours. And that could linger around as we go into the start of the day on Tuesday. But as you can see, going through the day, most of that starts to dissipate and maybe just amount to a light sprinkle as we move through the day on Tuesday. So pretty dry overall, but can't rule out that that chance of some light rain. Similar story as we go overnight into the start of the day on Wednesday. As you can see, here's some reflectivity showing up as we get into the morning hours of Wednesday, possibly pushing through the area. Once again, as we get into the later part of the day, we'll see that dissipate. So just looking at low accumulation totals really expected at this time, and not particularly a high chance of seeing rain pushing through, but just that slight chance being there. We zooming out here, looking at the European model, starting off on Wednesday morning. We'll be watching for a potential area, a tropical cyclone potentially developing as we move over the next couple of days and making impacts along the Gulf Coast moving into the end of the week. That will create some uncertainty as we get into the extended forecast here, as we can see that low pressure coming together, and pretty good consensus that low pressure will be coming in on the eastern Gulf Coast at this time. And the consensus does have most of the outcomes with this staying west to southwest of the area as it starts to dissipate. But nonetheless, as you can see here, some of that precip possibly swinging up into the local area, and we'll definitely see some cloud cover from this as well. So things are looking overall mainly dry through the extended forecast, and we'll keep it that way with just some low-end light rain chances, but expect to see some changes in that as we start to get a better feel for this as the storm starts to come together. But otherwise, looking at high pressure, looking to build over the region late into the weekend possibly. But again, we'll be watching for that storm coming together to really dictate what the extended forecast looks like. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we're expecting mainly green conditions over the next 24 hours. Again, expecting dry through the daytime today. See our high temperature right around 73 degrees, and we'll see those winds out of the east-northeast, 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 19 knots. And then going into the evening time frame, we'll see those winds lighten up a bit, and we'll see some continued increase in the cloud cover, becoming mostly cloudy to overcast. And we pick up that slight chance, or very slight chance, after midnight of seeing some light rain passing through, and then a slightly better chance as we go past 4 a.m., picking up that yellow risk for precip. Otherwise, seeing our low temperature right around 65 degrees for Tuesday morning, and tides continue to run about a foot above normal with that onshore breeze. Look at the extended forecast here. We're going to see about a 20% chance for that AM rain as we move through the day tomorrow. Again, looking like mainly light rain, another cooler day with a high around 73. And we see slightly warm up as we go into the middle and end of the week, looking at another 20% chance of rain for our Wednesday. Once again, that's looks to be focused more during the first half of the day. We could see a slightly breezy conditions as well, developing our high around 77, and then we'll be possibly hitting 80 as we go into Thursday. Very slight chance of maybe a pop-up shower or isolated shower around the area, but not looking too impactful, mostly partly cloudy. Then continue mostly cloudy conditions as we go into the weekend, and just kind of waiting on what comes out of that tropical system coming into the Gulf. But we will see our temperatures in the upper 70s as we move into the weekend, and low temperatures in the upper 60s, and just keeping that daily low-end chance of rain around the area for the extended forecast here, depending on the track of that tropical cyclone, and possibly some breaks in the clouds as we get into the end of the weekend. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.